Hello, hello, and welcome to this hole in the ground. Now, I mean, it's not really a hole technically. It's just like a little indentation in the ground. Now, before I do what I want to do today, I want to show you something. Now, if you have a good eye, then you'll see that I'm a bit above the clouds. Yeah. So that's what I want to show you. I mean, there's a swamp over there, which can be very helpful. You know, if my idea for the slime farm doesn't work out, we'll just build one there. But what I found while I was looking for something else was this here. Now let's go down to a bit of a, and also this, these flying islands, which I like them. I mean, this was really high up, so just why I wanted to show you that one. Oh, we're getting some frames. It's not that good. I mean, we're dropping them. So yeah, we have this flying island here, which is already, and this one, this tiny one, which is already pretty cool. But like, this one's like another thing all, entirely. Anyway, what I'm going to do today, if you watched the last video, you might be able to guess. Today I will be going for, okay, maybe not that one has turtles on it. Not even I can be that cruel. In Minecraft, of course. Today I want to... am I going the right way still? Yes, this way. I want to get something that's very important. Now, if you watched the last video was a bee related. And with bee related, I mean there were a lot of bees in the video. Because I made a lot of bees there. That one looks decent. Now, today, I am going to destroy some beaches. And we'll start with this one, I guess. This one. I mean, let's get another look at it from up top. It's a beautiful, natural beach. Let's go up a bit further. This way. Okay, a beautiful beach. Just look at it, how beautiful it is. And we're going to destroy that one. We're just gonna destroy that beach right here. I mean, if I say it, it sounds a little wrong. It sounds like I'm cursing, and not just any curse word, one specifically used to, disrespect women, which I would never do, I would never disrespect a woman. Unless, of course, that woman acts like a, bitch. So, then maybe. Not if they're nice, obviously not. Like, no one would do that. So yeah, we're just gonna destroy this beach, and then we'll see how far we are. Because we need a lot of sand. Now, why do I need that much sand? And why don't I just go to a desert? To the question of why don't I just go to a desert? I would. That was the original plan, and then I didn't find any deserts. So now I have to go with plan B. The B stands for beach, by the way. The beach plan. So, it should work out. I mean, we have a little bit already. So why do I need a lot of sand? Well, I want to build a honey farm. Now, you can build honey farms, so you don't need that many glass bottles. But from what I've, seen and from what I've tested... Okay, why do I have such bad frames always here? I mean, usually Minecraft runs a bit better. Maybe Windows is updating something again. As it likes to do without asking first, Without me asking Windows to update, it will just download updates. Anyway. The honey farm designs that don't use, that don't fill up the dispensers completely with honey are just a little bit more involved, in terms of redstone, which I also don't have a lot of yet. So I thought I would just get a lot of sand, that sounds a lot easier. And then you literally just need like 2 hoppers, 1 comparator, maybe 1 repeater per, bee's nest. And, a couple blocks, couple pieces of redstone dust. That's all you need for a honey farm that is completely filled up with glass bottles. Yes. So that's why I need glass bottles. How many do I need? A lot. I need I have 16 bee's nests. So we have the dispenser, which needs 9 stacks. Then we have the hopper leading into the dispenser, which also needs to be filled completely, otherwise you can have distribution problems later on. So that's 14 stacks per bee's nest. So 16 bee's nests, 16 times 14 is 160 plus 64, so 224 stacks of glass bottles. And I think 3 pieces of glass make 3 glass bottles, right? So you need 224 stacks of sand. Yes, which is about 8 and a little bit chests full. So we're actually making good progress with this beach here, I would say. And I mean, the beach won't even be that ugly because there's sandstone underneath. Okay, we're full. So we're taking out the ender chest. And we're gonna put it in, I guess, to the shulker boxes. I mean, it makes the most sense to me. Okay, but I don't have as many shulker boxes as I need, which, is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, do I have a bed? I would really love it if I had a bed with... I do have a bed. Would you look at that? I came prepared, apparently. Okay. So that's going to be the plan for now. To just dig for a little bit. Dig through this beach. See how far... Okay, I mean, I didn't think about that, did I? That's like the problem with it being a beach. Maybe water doesn't flow infinitely here. So we'll just dig it out. And we'll be good. Okay. Yes, so... I mean, some other designs for the honey farm also include, randomness if you don't fill it up completely. So basically you'd have a line of droppers and dispensers, and they'll just randomly, try to use one of the things inside, the items inside on the bee's nest. So if it's an empty bottle, then you take out the honey. If there's no honey in the bee's nest when you shoot an empty bottle, then, it just shoots out the bottle. But then, it's like a loop, so it loops back around the empty bottles. And if it shoots out a honey bottle, the honey bottle will just, move along in the chain. Then at one point you just sort out the honey bottles. That would work. But as I said, that just needs a lot more redstone. And you need to constantly pulse the chain of dispensers or droppers, Well, in front of the bee's nest has to be a dispenser though. So I didn't like that much because, if you constantly are pulsing it, then that is also just more lag. And as you can see, I'm already lagging, just digging up some sand. So I'll just go with the completely full design, because that's easy to build. The only difficult part is getting the sand. Enough glass bottles, actually. I mean, getting the sand's still easy, because, as I said, I need 224 stacks of sand. But then that's just the sand. I need the glass bottles, which means I have to smelt the sand. And I don't think I have that much coal, if I can be honest, and I also only have 8 furnaces, literally just sitting there next to each other. And it's gonna take a while if I just smelt all this in these 8 furnaces. So I will have to build a little bit of a better smelting system. Or, you know, a smelting system, because I don't have one. Unless you consider 8 furnaces just sitting there, a smelting system. Okay, it's 1 chest full already. I mean, that went pretty quickly, I would say. That didn't take too long. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's get rid of that, though. Great. That's the wrong tool. Right, so... And, like I said, I only... If you smelt it with coal, these 224 stacks, then you need 8 coal per stack. So you need, like... 1,600 upwards, actually, 1,600 plus 160, so 1,760 plus 4 times... What was I saying? 1,792, is that correct? Maybe. Is that 8 times 224? Maybe. I don't care enough to check right now. You can check for me and let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's how much coal I need. You know. So that's a lot. In stacks, that would be, I mean, in stacks, if you want in stacks, you would go with, you can smelt, how much? You can smelt 8 stacks with 1 stack of coal. So you would do 224 divided by 8, which is 224 divided by 8. It's not even that much. I mean, it's still a lot though. So let me see. So it is 12, 25, 25, 28. Is it 28? Maybe. I think it's 28, right? So 25 would be 200. 25 stacks of coal. You can smelt 200 stacks of something. And then we need the 24 other stacks, so 3 more stacks, right? Yes, okay. So 28 stacks of coal, which I don't have. I think I have like 5. So I will also have to look for a different fuel source, or just farm a lot of coal, which I don't feel like doing. So I'll have to look for an easily farmable fuel source, which I don't know what the best one is. I mean, there's bamboo, which I don't really like all that much, bamboo farms. I mean, they're fine, I've built a lot of them. Maybe that's why I don't like them this much anymore. So as bamboo, I mean, there's also, if you want to do something that's a bit more recent, you know, you can farm lava. It's, you know, that's a somewhat recent addition. Can now farm lava, which is very nice to do. But then you have the buckets, you know, which is not that nice, maybe, if you're using lava. Maybe I will use lava, though. It's interesting. Or I've also thought I could use kelp. Since they have added the crafter, not that long, I mean, it's pretty long ago, actually, you know. Fairly long ago, I mean, it's been a while since they added the crafter. But you can also just use dried kelp, craft it into blocks with the crafter. Then use that to fuel your furnaces. So maybe I'll do that, because that's a little more interesting. I don't think I've built a kelp farm before. At least I can't remember that I have. So probably kelp seems interesting, and lava as well. I mean, I built a lava farm, obviously. But if you're using lava, you also have to, you know, get rid of the buckets, and you yourself have to fill up the buckets with lava. I don't think, right? Dispensers can't fill buckets with lava out of a cauldron, can they? Can they? I'm not actually sure on that right now. Maybe they can. I'm just mistaken. I'll check that later. But anyway, you can't make a fully automatic one with lava, I don't think. Since I don't think you can't take it out of the cauldrons, the lava. So if that's the case, you can though, you know, the kelp one can be fully automatic with the crafter now. Because you can now have the crafter. So that would be an option, I think. Yes. I mean, that's probably a good option even. I mean, this beach does have a lot of sand though. I mean, I am surprised. 224 block stacks is a lot after all. 8 full chests, that is a lot of sand. I mean, we're making decent progress. Also, by the way, in case my shovel breaks, I have a couple more. I'll just make some. Well, I mean, I won't let this shovel break because this took a lot of levels. I'll just make some unenchanted shovels, which will then suck. Unfortunately. For me. They will not be as fast at digging. Just gonna be very unfortunate once it happens, you know. Once my shovel breaks down. That, you know, then I will have to change to the baby shovels. That don't have efficiency 5 on them. And I'm breaking 3. I mean, that's why I've brought a lot, like enough for 10 shovels. Because they don't have unbreaking 3. Unfortunately. Okay, I mean, just listen. Let's just appreciate the sound for a second. Sound of the sand disappearing. I mean, we don't have that right now because I'm placing stuff back in there. Okay, 2. I mean, it's going strong. It is definitely going pretty quickly, I'd say. I mean, maybe I won't get the full 8 chests today in this video. But at least I'll get like 5 or 6, you know. At least a couple. Decent amount. Would be good, I'd say. And I mean, I also have something fun still left, so, which I definitely will do once maybe my shovel runs out. And, you know, so you will want to stay here for that, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Okay, let's see how much progress I've made, if you can even notice it from up there. It looks the same, because it's sandstone underneath. Yeah, we've only got like this small chunk. And we already have 3 chests. So this one beach might just be enough, you know? Which is great news for me. Good news for me. Means that I don't have to destroy too many beaches. At least this one doesn't have turtles on it, you know? Would have felt a little bad if I destroyed the turtle beach, you know? Because the turtles haven't done anything wrong. Anything to deserve this. They're not villagers, I mean. I have no problem with locking up the villagers and having them, you know, slave away. Basically. Because, you know, I don't really know why, you know, maybe it's just from past experiences have shaped my perception of the villagers. They just, you know, it sometimes just really don't do what they're supposed to do. As in, they don't go in certain places when we want them to go there. They don't give you the trades you want, you know, stuff like that. Turtles, they just give you their turtle eggs, you know, you just give them some seagrass. Hope that they can get to the beach where they've been born. They'll just put down the turtle eggs and then you can just easily get the turtle eggs, you know. The turtles just cooperate very nicely. You know, not like the villagers. Okay. So we've hit the edge there. Maybe it's time to move my camp up a little bit. Okay. Which means we can also get rid of this. Sand here. Nice. Okay, it's already 3 chests. Okay, progress. I do need 8 though, so it's gonna take a while. Okay, let's move up. No, let's move here. That seems like a nice place to put my bed. 3 full ones. Nice. Nicely done me so far, I have to say. Okay. I mean, farming's right. I wanted you to listen. Okay. To the sand. Okay, I'll shut up for a little bit. I mean, it is pretty relaxing. The sound sounds pretty nice. I mean, that's Minecraft always has very good block sounds, I think. I mean, some of the new blocks especially have like some, you know, nice block sounds that are out there. Unexpected, maybe. I mean, maybe honey doesn't sound that good actually, now that I think about it. It sounds a little too sticky for my taste. But it's supposed to be, it's like, you know, it's supposed to be a sticky block. What sounds really good? Deep slate when you walk on it, and the mud blocks, those sound pretty nice. I mean, yeah, block sound wise, Minecraft's really good. Anyway, I already talked about the copper golem, right? But that's more like animation. The little animations he has, they're also really good. I mean, the Minecraft team does make some good stuff, you have to admit it. Even if you don't really, you know, want to sometimes. They do. Because, you know, I mean, I like most of the decisions, I think. Okay, though, actually, I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, I broke my. Because I was talking like an idiot. Anyway, I broke my efficiency 5 shovel. Anyways. That can be fixed. I'm level 23. That can be fixed. Maybe. Anyway, let's make a new one. Don't I have a bad shovel in here? I don't. I mean, that's fine. Let's put the sand in. And let's craft the second shovel. Well, another shovel. Oh, I'm so stupid. I feel like really bad. What was I talking about before I broke my shovel? Okay, now let's just look at the difference here. This feels pretty bad. This feels pretty bad, you have to admit, you know, you agree with me, right? This feels really bad. Okay, now breaking the shovel, not part of the plan. You know, the regular diamond shovels being really bad, I knew that. Like, look, this took me like so long to get just 1 stack. Okay, so since I was an idiot and I broke my prized efficiency 5 diamond shovel like an idiot, we'll have to move on to plan. Hey, this was already plan B, wasn't it? To plan C. Which is... we're gonna have some fun. You know? I broke my shovel, so we can have a little bit of fun at the very least, you know? That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, now let's not use up all of it, though. Okay. Okay. Make sure I'm safe here. Okay. We're good. Question mark? We're good. Yes, we're good. Okay. Now, let's just test it out. I mean, this isn't the perfect, you know. What am I saying? It's not the perfect environment necessarily, because the shape's a little bad. Okay, so this was one. Now let me see if we can get a little bit of a chain reaction going. If I do this. We can, that's good. Okay, we also get some sandstone, which, you know, we don't really need. Or want, even. I mean, if you could make sandstone into sand, it would be a different story. Okay, let's see. Probably here could work. Here, maybe? This one has to be a bit closer. This might be a bad idea. Anyway, we'll just see how far it goes. You know, we'll see. We're gonna have some fun. Gonna have a little bit of fun. I mean, hopefully it works out. And these go off one after the other. And this might all even be too close. Okay, so that's the edge. So here maybe? Here maybe? Here maybe? Here maybe? But here maybe? Maybe we'll see how many of them go off. Right? We'll see. I mean, I hope a decent amount of them go off. And I then have a decent amount of sand to collect. Because if I don't, I might be a little sad. I don't get any sand from this. Okay. Now, hopefully, this is a nice chain reaction. Okay, let's get another aerial view from this. Of this. Okay, I mean, looks decent enough, maybe. Okay, well, let's blow it up in the morning, you know. As you do. It's not quite sleep time yet. Because this shovel just doesn't cut it. In this case, you could employ the old trick. You know, I guess. This one, you know, you could. But then this also happens oftentimes. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just make the shovel then. Once I've done my TNT experiment. To see if this even works out. Let's see, we have sandstone. We don't want sandstone. It's night time. Let's sleep. Let's sleepy sleep. Okay. Hopefully, this will look good. I mean, I hope it will. Can I get a nice shot? Maybe from up on a tree somewhere? I want the highest shot, I just want... Well, okay, maybe I want a bit higher up. I mean, that's a nice shot, maybe, for a thumbnail. That does scream the beach is getting destroyed, doesn't it? Okay, we'll see. Now, let's see. Where did I put my starting block? I mean, I hope this works and they go off one after the other. Okay, I mean, those three did. you know? At least. Which is good. I mean, we'll get a lot of sandstone because it's on a hill. I mean, we got 4 stacks. For 3 pieces of TNT. You know, where each piece of TNT used 4 pieces of sand. Okay, now hope this one works. Okay, so hills are bad. Going upwards at least. For the TNT. Okay, but then this should work though. Guaranteed, basically. Okay, now this obviously didn't, because hills bad. I mean, I know that hills are bad for TNT. Okay, then we have to just redo the last couple parts. So we take you out because we don't really need you. Okay. So we would have to put one here maybe. You'll just fall down. I don't know, man. Okay, so these ones will probably work, these 5 or so. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's going. Actually, okay. That went well, I think. I mean, certainly is more entertaining than using the bad shovel. Not quite as entertaining as using the good shovel, though. You know, which I will have to get back. Oh, we're full, okay. I'll have to get the good shovel back soon. Eventually. Oh, we're pretty far again. Maybe I should pack up my bags. Maybe I actually should let them... Maybe I'll let them stay here, you know, far away from the danger. This is all sandstone, though. This is all sandstone. I mean, maybe I'll build something with sandstone at some point. Guess I could put like 3 stacks of them in here. Can we have half? Maybe. Of what we wanted. So that's good, right? My shovel didn't break, then we would have more, but you know. It is what it is. Okay, this tree's pretty decent view though. If I can get this. Okay, we only got the one. Downhill's also bad. Okay. TNT really doesn't like being on hills, does it? Oh, I have to put it a lot closer together. I mean, here I put it pretty close to one another. So that could work. Okay, but here the problem, if it's too close to one another, is that it will blow up the blocks that are lying on the floor. Which we don't want, because I want to collect them. You know, that's the problem if it's too close to one another. So this won't reach. Oh, it will actually. But this didn't. Okay. Maybe we're doing TNT experiments in Minecraft, obviously. No one would play with explosives in real life. Like, no one's... Okay, it definitely doesn't hit this one, like, at all. Yeah. I mean, no one's ever played with, like, fireworks or, you know, those little firecrackers. When you were a kid, like, right? You never play with those, right? I certainly never did. Like, why would I do that? No one ever did that. Oh, we're full again. We're full again. Good. I like to see it. I like to have it in my pockets. The sand, I mean, that one, like, actually only Minecraft. You know? Like, I don't like to have sand in my pockets in real life. It's not a pleasant experience, I would say. Not a pleasant experience at all, I would say. Here we go the other way around. But it doesn't like going up. We've only got like 4 more left anyways. Okay, that was too far away. You know what, let's just... Let's just have some fun. Okay, we blew away like all the sandstone as well. Let me through, please. Let me through, I'm a TNT expert. Maybe. Not certified, by the way. Yeah, these last couple didn't bring that many. Oop. Away you go. I mean, here we have a decent amount still. It was a bit too close, apparently. Loop. That's still sand. Okay, I mean, we have a decent amount of sand, I would say. And the beach looks decently destroyed as well. If we could fill this chest up, that would be very great. You know, it would be very nice. I mean, I do still have a couple more pieces of TNT. I mean, I'm not lacking in gunpowder. Oh, and look at all those other beaches that have not yet been blown up. It's almost a crime to leave them unblown up, you know? To leave them intact. Actually, it's a crime to, you know, blow up a beach, I think. That's like the actual crime here. Blowing up a beach is the actual crime, I would say. But anyway, we have some, you know, good beach destruction so far. I mean, I'll give you a short view from the top shortly. Short view shortly. A little view. A little overview from the top. In a couple seconds, minutes, time, you know. Have it, yes. Okay, let's check for sand. Okay, this is a nice chunk of sand that was to get blown up. Nice. Okay, I mean, if you don't have a shovel, this is definitely, you know, a decent replacement, I would say, for it. Since, you know, mine broke because I'm an idiot. Because I don't even remember. I was talking about, oh, maybe I remember. Like Mojang and Minecraft updates. And there are a lot of them coming still. Like, what's the next one? The copper golem? What's the last before the copper golem? I already forgot. The happy ghast, of course. I have one of those. That's like why I'm doing all this, actually. That's like the whole reason. Because I don't need, because I want my happy ghast to have a door so he can go outside. You know, I can fly outside with him. So I need to build one. Actually, the door, and the door, you know, has to open and close. Otherwise, I don't think it counts as a door. Otherwise, it's just an opening, maybe a doorway, where you put the door, and I want the door, you know. Oopsie, don't blow yourself up. So I want the door, so I'll put in a door. To put in a satisfying door, in my opinion, I need, to at least put in a door that I can build. I need honey and slime blocks. Yes, which is why I need the sand. to make bottles to put the honey in. Into the bottles. Yes. So it's all for the happy Ghast, actually. Do it for, I don't know if they have a preferred gender. Ghasts. And, you know, happy Ghast specifically. Because it's a happy Ghast I'm talking about. Yeah, so we'll do it for the happy Ghast. Exactly. That's why we're blowing up the beaches. For the happy Ghast. So I can make him a door. So he can get some sunlight. Because he might need it. I don't know. Actually, I mean, he looks a little pale. Does look a little pale, the happy Ghast, you have to admit. I don't know if he gets his vitamin D. You know, I don't actually know if Ghasts need that. I mean, the ones in the nether look pretty okay. I mean, they actually don't look okay, so... That's why the ones who don't grow up in the nether are called happy, you know? So I don't think the ones in the nether are actually looking good. Anyway, I forgot that I was going to fly up. And look at the beach I destroyed. I mean, that does look a little bit more destroyed now, doesn't it? Than it did before. I mean, it certainly does. Ah, okay, a bit close, maybe. No, squid! Okay, the squid lived. We don't want any collateral damage here. Oh, we're full again. Fine by me. We don't want too much collateral damage. I mean, I don't care about the sugarcane though. That could go, and I wouldn't really care. Okay, do I have more? Use the sandstone. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's fill up again. And then I think I'll save the other 16 TNT and just fix up my shovel. And get the rest of the sand on my own time. I mean, you know the gist of it right now. I already got 5, 6 boxes. I need about 9, 8.5 maybe. Actually, not even that many. How many? 224 stacks. Got 27 in a box, in a chest. So what's 8 times 27? What am I saying? Yes, 8 times 27 is 160, and 7 times 8 is 56, so that's 216. So I need 8 boxes and 8 stacks. Okay, that's doable. So I have 5 and a bit right now. And I need 8 and 8 stacks. Okay, so let's use the last TNT somewhere. And somewhere where we have still a decent amount of sand left. Be blown up. Maybe here? We should be safe, right? Yes. Okay. And then maybe I'll just bring the sand back home. The one I have. And like empty out 2 chests or so because I need the extra space anyways. Yes. And then see how much it costs to make another good shovel. Right. So let's pack up. And then let's look at our finished product. Shall we? Finished product being the destroyed beaches. Okay, this one's not full yet. You go in here. Actually, the flint and steel also goes in here. Great. The torches go in here. Okay, you go here. Okay, looks good to me. I have a lot more of you, which is fine. Okay. That's fine. So So that's the sand gathering for now, I think. I'll gather the rest, the other 2 chests, also maybe on this beach. There's still, you know, a lot left here, for example. But for now, I'll just go home. I mean, there's also these beaches. Oh no, let's get an overall look at my masterpiece. It doesn't look that much better. You certainly can tell that's been destroyed, so... But yeah, there are these beaches as well, which is why I thought this is a pretty decent area to farm some sand. If you just need like 8, 9 chests full. Yeah, so that's the plan. And then I'll have to deeply think about which fuel I want to use for my smelter. Yes. Because that's also very important. Because I also don't have a lot of that yet. A lot of fuel. Okay, we should very soon see my very ugly creeper farm. There it is. There it is. Oh, a wandering trader. That's pretty decent. What you have? Heard you can have good stuff now. Oh, you have those. Those are pretty cool to have. I mean, other than that, the leads though. I mean, leads are cheaper now, aren't they? Okay, you get to live for a bit, my guy. Okay. Now let's see how much it would cost me to make another axe. Not an axe, another shovel. I need the thing first. Enchantment. Okay, we might not be able to make this today. I'll just end it here then. Because, you know, it costs a little bit. Costs a couple emeralds, actually. Because we need mending. That's 10. We need... What else do we need? Well, I don't know if I have Silk Touch on it or Fortune. I have Silk Touch on the shovel? Probably. Maybe definitely if I'm breaking. 22. I think I'm breaking efficiency 5. Well, 22. 68 emeralds. I could get that really quick. But the video is already 50 minutes long almost. Okay, I'll just get the shovel. Oh, an Enderman died here. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, isn't it? I'll just call it quits here. Anyway, I have bees, by the way. And all of them are full of bees, which is good. So, yeah. Now, next episode, I will have all the sand I need, I hope. And then I will hopefully have thought of how to smelt the sand. There was a creeper hurt. Yeah, the creeper farm's above me. Makes a lot of sense. Because this is the coal I have. This is how I'm smelting stuff currently. And with 6 furnaces, smelting 224 stacks is gonna take a while. Anyway, thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it, me just digging through some sand and blowing it up, then be sure to subscribe to the channel because I might blow up more stuff in the future. And it's all for this guy in the end. So yeah, if you like this guy, also subscribe. Anyway, see you next time. Goodbye.